is estimated that Americans waste between 30 to 40% of their food supply. According to the Food and Drug Administration, trusted since 1970 in the report Food Loss and Waste, published in 2021. This amount of food waste is something we should be concerned about. The United States should better educate our youth on food waste and how to reduce it. First, I will talk about food loss and waste and how it affects America. And second, I will talk about how the United States should better educate our youth on food waste and how to reduce it. First, I will start by talking about how food loss and waste affects America. In 2010, it was estimated that 133 billion pounds of food and $161 billion worth of food was dumped in the landfills. According to the Food and Drug Administration, trusted since 1970 in the report Food Loss and Waste, published in 2021. But what if this food could be used in other ways? Almost 33% of food is dumped in landfills by retailers and consumers. But what if we could take this food and use it to feed families in need? In a study, it was stated that if we cut down food loss by half, we could also cut down the amount of calories that we need to consume per year. According to Brian Lipinski, a co-author of the World Resource Report, Creating Sustainable Food Future in the Journal of Reducing Food Loss and Waste, published in 2016, not only do we waste food, but we also waste labor, water, and energy. When we waste this labor, water, and energy, we also are wasting on farmers' investments, which decrease the farmer's income, which will then increase the price of food. When the price of food is increased and the decrease in the farmer's income, it is almost impossible for some consumers to buy groceries. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, trusted the last 114 years in the report Sustainable Management of Food, published in 2021, they state that some families can barely scrape by to buy groceries and pay their bills, while other families are throwing food away that those families in need could use. But what if we could use that food in some other type of way? According to Dr. Mahid Shafi-Jude, a professor of water resource management at the University of Virginia, in the journal Environmental Science Technology, published in 2016, by reducing food waste, we will better be able to increase food security and environmental sustainability. First, I talked about how food waste and loss affects America. Now I will talk about how we can better educate our youth on food waste and how to reduce it. One main reason we need to reduce our food waste is for food security, but this can only help if it is instilled into our youth. First, we must understand what food sustainability is. It is a systematic approach that seeks to reduce wasted food associated impacts over the entire life cycle. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, trusted the last 114 years, reported Sustainable Management on Food, published in 2021. But the main reason if we instill in this youth ways to reduce food waste, they could use it throughout their entire life. According to Dr. C. Rita Chen, a professor of food science at the University of Tennessee, Journal of Sustainability, published in August 2018, it is not only beneficial for our youth to learn about food waste and loss, but also our adults. There are many organizations that are being brought up to teach youth and adults about food waste. Some of the examples are Food, Drug, and Administration, United States Environmental Protection Agency, and the U.S. Waste Challenge. All of these agencies' idea is to reduce food waste and divert food loss. Craig Hansen, the Vice President of Food, Forest, Water, and Ocean at the World Institute, in the article Creating Sustainable Food Future in the journal Reducing Food Loss and Waste, published in 2016, states that if we are able to tell the farmers what crops we need, we could reduce the amount of crops that are being thrown away per year. First, I talked about food loss and waste and how it affects America. Second, I talked about how we can better educate our youth about food waste and how to reduce it. The United States should better educate our youth on food waste and how to reduce it. If these issues are cleared up, we could almost decrease the amount of food waste by 32% in the next few years.
Or